Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akaiso Michael. I'm a facilitator in Triangle Academy. All right, and today is our question and answer session. So, if you have any question that you would like to ask, I would advise you send in your question. I advise you send in your question on the comment section below. I advise you send in your question on the comment section below. All right. So today, we'll be talking about Bitcoin. I would love to analyze Bitcoin. I'd love to analyze Bitcoin. You're all welcome to this edition. Um, Please, if you all have a question, please drop your question on the group. Drop your question below in the comment section while I analyze Bitcoin. All right, so today we'll be talking on Bitcoin. Now, starting from our top-down analysis from the monthly time frame, you notice that now I'm actually an algorithm trader and I majorly focus on how algorithm works. And if you should look at this chart here now, you would understand that there are a lot of information that the algorithm has given us. And here we can clearly see that here we can clearly see that here we can clearly see that we had an expansion to the upside here. We had an expansion to the upside here. We had an expansion to the upside. Okay, let me clean all of this. Now, looking at this chart just plainly like this, what can you see and what do you understand? Because I had a lot of people saying that Bitcoin will hit 100,000, it will hit 100,000, it will hit 100,000, it will do this, it will do that, it will do that. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's doing this, it's doing that. Then all of a sudden, we are $34,607. Initially, when Bitcoin was still around this area here, I forecasted a drop to around $12,000. That was my own analysis. I believe that Bitcoin should head for $12,000. So now looking at this, there are lots of information loaded here in this chart. And number one, we have this other block that caused this massive runaway in price to the upside. Massive runaway in price to the upside. So algorithmically, you would understand that why price moves, why price does its thing, why price is doing its thing. It initially leaves room for future re-entry, because that is how the market is created. The market is created in a way that when price is moving from A to D, it moves from A to B, creating C, going to D, till it gets to where it is headed to. So yeah, we can see a clear indication that algorithm has created voids. Algorithm created voids. These are voids that needs to be filled. So this void, this void is what is drawing price. This void is what is drawing price. So algorithm has to come back to fill up the void to the brim. To the brim, then go the other way. Then go the other way. Then go the other way. There are also a lot of criteria to watch out for here. We have this a clear sign. Well, in my own academy, the Triangle FX Academy, the Triangle Academy, our students in the Triangle Academy will be would have a clear understanding of what has occurred here. What has occurred here. And if you should pay close attention, if you are grounded in Forex, you would understand that this is called a stop on. Stop on means that stop losses here has been taken and the buy stop has been triggered. And what happened? The buy stop executions here has been executed, giving them profits, a little bit of profit, making them, oh wow, Bitcoin is going to 100,000. Then all of a sudden, bam, to the downside, to the downside, to the downside, to the downside. It is intentional. It is very, very intentional here, to the downside, to the downside, to the downside. Now, if you should pay attention to what occurred here, you would see that algorithmically, we have a breaker block waiting here. A future re-entry has been created for a bearish move down. And we also paying attention here, we also have what? A fair value gap. We also have a fair value gap which has been created. Remember, I told you when algorithm is moving, it creates room for future price re-entry. For future price re-entry. So having all of this in mind, you would see that this is a void. These are voids here. These are voids that needs to be filled. So you see, this is an important low which will definitely be cleared. Which will definitely be cleared. This low will definitely be cleared here. Will definitely be cleared. So I believe that Bitcoin should come close this void here, close it up to this spot here within this region. Because if you should look at market structure, looking at market structure clearly here, we will see that this is an we have this as the major high, the previous major high. This is the previous major high. Previous major high. We also have this is the low. This is the low, and looking in depth to this point here, you would also spot that there are no gap. There are no gap. There are no all gaps here has been all gaps. The void here has been filled up because looking closely, you would see that this fair value gap here present, Drew has been filled, and of course, if you are a sound trader, you would understand that this was what drew price down. This was what drew this price to coming down to fill it. And of course, you see, immediately it was filled. Immediately it was filled. What happened? What happened? What happened? Instantly to the upside. And now see how efficient algorithm has been doing. Look at something here. Efficient. We have been efficient as we move, as we move, as we move from here. You would see that algorithm closed, all gaps closed, closed. Can you see closed? Now, this is opened. 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 So, by my own understanding of the market, I believe that the market makers are dragging price to fill up this in what? In discount. All right. Fair value gaps in discount draws price. Fair value gaps in premium draws price. All right. So those are the criteria which you need to look out for when price has moved. All right. And we have a return in price. What is price initially coming back for? All right. Now, I have told you, it is called market makers. They are called market makers. They make the market. And how do they make the market? They run present price. And while present price is being run, they create room for future entry in price. If you pay close attention to what occurred here, please, if you guys have any question, please make sure you drop your questions in the chat room below so that I can answer them. So if you should pay attention here, you will see that it was this fair value gap here that drew this price. Can you see this return in price? Algorithm brought price back to what? Close the gap at what now? At deep discount. Please don't forget, this is also a gap. This is also a fair value gap. From here to here is also a fair value gap. So this drawing back in price is to close up all gaps into deep premium. That is how market is being created. And now, after it is done what it needs to do, what happened? Upside, bam, upside. We have been going up ever since. Then what happened? What occurred again? After price has been moving up, what happened? We had what now? A clear reversal sign here. A very, very clear reversal sign here. And ever since then, what do we have? A downward moving price. And now don't forget, I told you that when the market is moving from one point to the other, it creates room for re-entry in price. And any room that has been created for price to re-enter that is broken, there would always be a retest to that region. So now paying attention, this other block sponsored this move up. This other block here sponsored this move up to do what now? Stop on. It fooled retailers. It fooled those holding Bitcoin. I remember a lot of people were shouting, Bitcoin is going to 100,000, it's going to this, it's going to that. But what happened? See, other blocks sponsored the move. And what happened? Algorithm, it was intentional. Closing below, trapping those buying this pair, and also those that place their stop loss here has also been trapped. And don't forget, those selling here, those that sold off here, has also what? Been stopped out. Algorithm did three things at the same time. So what do we have? Stop wanted. Then after that, you see this price? Can you see this fair value gap? While they are moving downwards, while they are going down, they have created what? Another future re-entry in price. Now don't forget what I said. Bitcoin is coming down to what? Close up this gap. Bitcoin is coming down to fill up this void, all these voids. This is what is drawing price down. That is how the market is created. Void comes back, close up the void into what now? Deep what? Discount. Then what occurs after that? Then from here, we can now have what? Bitcoin going to heaven. and so on and so forth. So if I should use my ICT measured rule here, my first take profit buying Bitcoin around this region would be my first take profit around this region. Please be careful, be careful, be careful, because be careful. What I mean by be careful is that you need to have the understanding of what they are really doing in the marketplace. You are a trader, you are traders. You need to have the understanding of what is moving price and why price is moving. There is always a reason for every rejection in price. There's always a reason for every rejection in price. Always have that in mind. Oh, price is moving, price is currently rejected. What rejected price? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. Okay, price got rejected by a low. Okay, what happened? Price has been got rejected by what? A high or a low. Where is he headed to? The banks, they have their own entry level and they also have their own take profit level. So as a trader, what you should be concerned about is what the banks, where are they entering and where are they taking their profit? Look at this example. The banks entered here. This is the banks. This is the bank. And a whole lot of people will be burnt. A whole lot of people will be burnt because Bitcoin has to come and fill up this void. It must fill up this void for efficiency in price. I don't see Bitcoin going up until it fills up these voids into discount. So and of course, if you go to the daily time frame, focusing your attention on this high here, you would see that market makers algorithm has given the sign that yes, they are clearly they have intentions of what now, of what dragging price downwards. Because if you should pay clear attention here, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? We had what? Accumulation. This is accumulation. All right, accumulation to do what? Manipulated price to the upside. Can you see? Can you see? Stop on reversal pattern, then broke market structure to the downside. Where is the market structure break? Where is the market structure break? This is the market structure break here. So immediately we see this break on the daily time frame, which is the subordinate of the higher time frame buyers. It is a clear indication that what? It is a clear indication that what? This price is coming down. And of course, if you should see, if you are very, very conversant with a market maker model, you would understand that what all these consolidations are what the price is coming to clear. Consolidations will be cleared. This is cleared already. This is cleared already. This will also be cleared. This would also be cleared. This would also be cleared. And what will happen again? All of this are stop losses. Why? Stop on. This is the origin. This is the origin of the move. This is the origin of the move. All right. It is time for me to answer questions. Any question? 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 All right, no question. No question. No question. No question. All right, so let me continue with my analysis. Let me continue my analysis. All right, so so looking at this is a clear indication that we are still going down, we are still headed, and my first take profit will be on this region here. I would intend to take my first take profit on this pair here on this low here, on this low. This low, which is 28,357. 28,357. That will be my first take profit level. And my first take profit level on that, on this sale here. And then perhaps after we have that level being taken out, because I believe that that is what price is headed for. With all indication, price is headed for that level. All indication, price is headed for this level here. It's headed for this level. So this will definitely be taken out. This will definitely be taken out here. This will definitely be taken out. All right. This will be definitely be taken out. Then after we have this taken out here, after we have this taken out, I believe that we could have this high as a major reaction. We could have this high as a major retracement in price. As a major retracement in price, we could have something like this. Price coming here. Price coming here. Price coming here to do what? And after that, perhaps we trace up a little bit to this zone, inducing buyers to start thinking that what? Oh wow, Bitcoin has gotten to the all-time deep, and what? It's time to buy. It's time to buy. It's time to buy. But meanwhile, like I told you, every move in the marketplace is intentional. Don't forget, every move in the marketplace is intentional. It is intentional. It is intentional. You as a trader, you just don't rush. Don't rush into buying because you see the pair is buying. Don't rush into selling because you see this, the pair is selling and all that. When you see a movement in price, what you should have in mind is that the algorithm has created a future re-entry. So the present move in price is going to what? Mitigate what the market makers has created in the past. And of course, if you should see clearly here, we have what? This breaker that broke, that stop wanted here. And what? We also have what? This fair value gap. This fair value gap. So you see, we have what? Two future re-entries in price. We have two future re-entry in price. All right. So what can happen is that price comes here, and from here we have what? Our major downward move again. Something like this. Something like this. And or perhaps move up into this gap, filling it up, filling up that gap, filling up that gap, and coming back down here. Yeah. So we could have something like this. Then then I believe that within this region here, within this region here, we should have a consolidation. We should have a consolidation in price. We should have a consolidation. Bitcoin should consolidate here before it starts going back up. So we should have what? A consolidation here. Consolidation should occur here that will consolidate and carry price maybe to heaven or wherever price wants to head to next. But if I should be realistic, we might take profit entering at $12,000. But because I see price still coming deep into from $12,000 to from 12,000, we could dip to from $12,000 to like $8,000 region, from 12 to like $4,000. I believe that that is the region that should carry price up. That should carry price up. So using the ICT measured rule, here, using the ICT measured rule here, using the ICT measured rule here, this will be my next take profit target for Bitcoin. My next take profit target for Bitcoin here, which is around $79,600. So This is what sponsored the move, this expansion of. This was what sponsored this expansion of. And of course, you know, consolidation, expansion, a retest into consolidation and what? We expansion to the upside. That is how it is done. 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 That is how it's done. I await your questions. 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 Well, since there's no question, let me recap because we have just approximately 2 minutes left. We have just 2 minutes left. So consolidation, there are four criteria, there are four characteristics at which algorithm moves price and at which the market makers create price. We have the consolidation, we have the expansion, we have the retracement, and we also have the what? We also have the reversal. Consolidation is the build-up of price. So consolidation that builds up of price. There are also factors that we should have in mind when consolidation is taking place, which is the bullish and the bearish factors, which determines the breakout, where the consolidation will break out. We have the expansion, and when an expansion has occurred, algorithm will leave room for what? Retracement. Expansion occurs when there is large influx, large inflow, large volume in price, large money. Yeah, that's the right word. Large money. So you see this expansion of, it was affected by what? This region here. This region. So it expanded up. And why it was expanding up? It created what? It created what? Room for re-entry, which is the fair value gap, which is this fair value gap. And what? Void. Void. These are all voids. And you see, it must be filled. It must be filled. It must be filled. If these voids are not filled up, Bitcoin is not going up. It's not going up. So you can keep on burning yourself. You can keep on hurting yourself. Keep on believing that Bitcoin is buying. You can keep on holding your Bitcoin. Keep on doing this. Keep on doing that. But I am here to tell you, if Bitcoin does not fill up these voids into, if Bitcoin does not fill up this void into $12,000 region, I don't see any significant buy in this pair. I don't see any significant buy in this pair. That is to my own understanding. I don't see any significant buy in this pair. And you see what is happening here. A lot of people are not informed. They believe that Bitcoin will still go back up now. It will go back up till it gets to $12,000. I don't see any significant increase in Bitcoin. All right. Our time is up. And to all of you that missed this session, you can always, if you want to learn more, you can always go to our website, triangleacademy.com.ng, to subscribe to any of our offers available there. All right. Thank you guys for your time. Till we meet again.